Hey everybody, welcome to the I Am Podcast YouTube channel.
Make sure to tap the bell, subscribe, and comment down below. Hello everyone, welcome back.
We are so excited to be here.
Yeah, and today we have a very special guest. We have one of our very own team members, Terra. Terra, would you like to introduce yourself?
So my name is Terra, as Jared just said, and I am a support here at Anu.
Please tell us a little bit more about yourself, Terra. Where do you live? What else do you do in your
Who are you
days?
outside of this?
I live in Montreal, so on the other side of where you guys are in
Yes.
Canada. I have two kids, a 3.5 and a 1.5-year-old, and I am also a 2-time egg donor. Just a little fun
Very cool.
fact.
Very cool. So what else do you do with Anu? You're doing egg donor support and surrogate support?
Yes. And I was doing a little bit of intake, but I don't really do the intake so much anymore.
Right. And you're enjoying support?
Oh yeah, I do love it.
Perfect.
There's always a new challenge every day, and it's fun to tackle it and try to figure it out with the girls, so I really do enjoy it.
Awesome. And very, very cool. You are related to our Linda.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
She is
that.
my aunt.
Yeah.
That's how I got involved in everything.
Yeah. So how did that kind of come to be? Like, did Linda come to you and say, like, do you want to be an egg donor?
So she was a surrogate, so I'd always seen the surrogate side of it, and I guess I had never really thought about the egg donor side of it until one day she sent me a text and kind of just said, "Hey, we're kind of short on egg donors, and I think you'd make a great one, so are you interested?" And I thought, you know what? Like, that is something I'd want to do. So I looked into it, got all the information I needed, and yeah, decided why not? Like, I'd love to help some families.
I love that.
Your first cycle was actually a while ago now. Like, what was that? 2019? 2020? Like, it's been a while.
It was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2019
Yeah.
was the first cycle, and I did 2 donations that same year.
Yeah, I was going to say yours were kind of like back to back.
Are you close with the couples
Yeah.
that you donated to, Tara?
Yes, I still talk to both couples quite frequently. One more so than the other, but I mean, lives get busy and things happen. But yeah, I am still close with both of them. They send me pictures and updates, and it's so nice to see their families growing.
I love that. So, your first donation, Tara, how many children do they have now? Just one?
They have 2.
Oh, very cool. So you have 3 egg babies?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
Does it give you the itch to do another cycle seeing them grow, or are you like, no, I'm good for now?
Right now we're working on growing our family, so right now I'm working on that, and then I'm sure after our family's complete, then the door will be back open to that.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you see many similarities between your own children and your egg babies?
Honestly, I find my babies actually look more like me than my own children. My own kids, like my partner's Sri Lankan, so they got all the dark features, and people wouldn't really put us together as mom and child. Some people say my son looks like me, but I don't really see it so much. Uh, but yeah, I do see some similarities in them personality-wise too.
Oh, that's
So
very
it's cool to see, and they're right around the same age, so
That's
it's nice.
very cool.
Yeah, I would say for like my egg babies, they look more like me than Rin does, but maybe that's just the red hair. But yeah, especially even as babies, they looked more like me than she did. She looked just like her dad.
My egg baby and Trip look so similar. Like, Riker has a little dimple chin, and that's like pretty much the only difference.
It's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah.
And it's also so cool to have egg babies like around the age of your kids. Like, it's
Yeah.
such a, like, not only do you understand what like their parents feel like, but also it's just kind of cool to see I don't want to say comparison because they're each their own like
But
special.
it
little
is kind of
human-
neat to
yeah.
compare. Yeah, like my egg baby and Trip are only 4 months apart, so that's been like really cool. And he has like the straightest straight poker hair, and Trip's is like corkscrew curly.
Yeah, it's so
Like it's funny how they're similar but different. Yeah.
I wonder if Trip's hair was
Yeah.
straight, they'd probably look even more similar.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They probably look.
I mean, it's the
identical,
same
actually.
shade. It's just
Yeah, white blonde, but
super, super curly.
and he's had like a million haircuts, and I'm never cutting Trip's hair.
Yeah,
Not until he can open a gate.
I'll tell you. That's the rule. Eh?
No free haircuts, buddy.
That's funny.
Yeah. So Tara, what else are you doing today?
Today I'm just kind of working on like talking to some of my surros, catching up with them, and really just kind of having a relaxed day today. Both the kids are finally in daycare,
Nice.
so very quiet house now throughout the day.
Are your kids in daycare full
Yeah.
time?
Yes.
Oh, nice. That's very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Oh.
I think you might
We were
hear
going
about
from
kids
very
running.
loud house to now just silence all day long.
I'm
I
sure
don't know.
those
It
are
would take me a
shitty.
while to get used to that, I think.
Yeah, I'd just be like, feel like something bad is happening.
Yeah.
There's quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's quiet in our house, it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's not a good
Yeah.
good moment when you have that realization. So walk us through your first two donations. Like I would, now that you've had some time, you've had egg babies, when you look back at that experience, what stands out? Because I think so much of the time, especially when we're talking to new ladies and ladies who are in it, it feels, I think your feelings kind of changed. Like the things that are super important about your donation today, as time fades, I think those things fade too. And the real beauty of it is the exciting things, and the end result gets more and more clear, you know, when you're frustrated with your nurse at the clinic, or you're struggling to get things done in time, or things just aren't happening as fast as you'd like. You get so engulfed by that it can get to be kind of frustrating. But as someone who's done this now a couple times and is now has it in her rear view, like when you look back, what do you think?
Honestly, I loved the experience. The first one, like you said, like it felt long, like the process was really long going through it, just with all the steps. But really, when I looked back, it was all done within like 3 to 6 months. Like it really wasn't long at all in the grand scheme of things. I think it just felt longer because I was getting back to school. So it's like, okay, I need to finish it before I start school. But yeah, it all went smoothly. I didn't miss my first day of school, so that was good.
Yeah, actually, I
And
remember that.
yeah, like yeah, it's like a rush to get it done,
Yeah.
but everything like lined up just perfectly.
I think it totally changes the
And
perspective too when you have an egg baby.
Yeah.
yeah, and they actually moved quite quickly through the process. They found a surrogate fairly quickly after, so I guess I was kind of shocked. Like their first baby was born 2020, so it was like everything. I went through the process in 2019, and literally like 9 months later, like almost exactly, it was like baby was there. So it did feel like fast. I guess at the time I wasn't expecting it, because everyone talks about how difficult it can be to get a surrogate and it takes a long time. So I guess I wasn't expecting it to be such a quick turnover. But yeah, I was happy for them that it went so smoothly and so quickly for them, because that would be tough having to wait around for a while. Honestly, one of my favorite parts was probably because I brought my mom. My mom's a chatterbox and will talk to anybody. So when we were waiting in the waiting room, like they have the egg donors in kind of a separate section at Create. So everyone that's doing their, or just egg retrievals, not necessarily even just donations, I think. But we were all kind of in a section, and my mom would just ask like, "Oh, so what made you do this?" And like why are you doing it? And so it's kind of cool to hear other people's stories of why they've decided to do it and where they're coming from and all those types of things. So that was interesting. And then yeah, the donation itself really wasn't that bad. I just remember one day coming out of the room because I got so bloated with all the medications. And I said to my mom, like, I look 3 months pregnant. And she looked at me and said, No, you don't. And then I turned to the side and she's like, Whoa, you do look 3 months pregnant. Like, it felt like I had a firm, like, big bloated belly.
Yeah, I remember being so thankful that we were in Toronto because I looked like 5 or 6 months pregnant. Like, I was so bloated. And people, like, I looked pregnant and people were nice to me. They were opening the doors. But, like, I couldn't have been at home in my own hometown. Like, oh my God, that would have been catastrophic. No way. No way.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was definitely bloated, but it would kind of come and go. Like, if I was, like, really diligent about staying up on my salt, then it wasn't so bad. And, you know, if I kind of slacked off on that, then I definitely got fuller.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it wasn't, and thankfully it went away super quickly after.
Oh, yeah. After it's done, it's, like, gone. But,
It's pretty instant.
yeah.
Terra, tell us, this is a conversation Jared and I have had, we haven't had in a while, actually, but how do you plan to tell your kids about your egg babies? How do you want to tackle that?
So my daughter and son have actually met my two first egg babies.
Very cool.
They came down and spent some time here, so we did lots of activities with them. And I mean, at the time she was only like 2, so I know she didn't really realize who they were, like what they were here for. She just kind of called like them her special friends.
That's cute.
So she is kind of aware that they're not just any like regular friend. There's something special about them. But yeah, I just tend to be quite honest with them. I'm never really gonna hide it from them. I think they have the right to know just as much as my egg babies have the right to know as well where they came from. And really, at the end of the day, they are genetically like half siblings, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I just plan to be very honest, and really the questions haven't started. So when they do start, or even if they do start, I doubt they will kind of come naturally as they live so far away. But she does see pictures of them and knows their names and will ask about them. So, yeah, she might start questioning
That's
who they are. And
that's so special.
But it's just like part of it. It's part of your guys' lives. Yeah.
I think when you start them that young with the concept, it's always normal.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not this big weird hidden thing.
Yeah, it's not something that gets questioned, or it's just a part of their story and a part of who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's super
Yeah, we
important.
talk about often like different families and how different families are created. So really she's always been aware that it's not just everyone has a mommy and a daddy and that's the family. So she knows that like I have a cousin who's adopted as well, so she's aware of different circumstances and all of that.
I love that.
We've probably all heard Lorraine say a few times, that she told her kids that mommy couldn't carry their baby.
Yeah.
Like there was something wrong with her tummy, so that, she was going to keep their baby safe. And oh gosh, when you think about that too long, that makes you want to cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I think just opening their eyes at a young age is super important so that you don't have to have. It just makes the conversation easier going forward. Like,
yeah, there's no surprises. There's nothing new. It's just the way it is.
So I have a question. So your sister is a donor as well.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna ask her about this.
So how did that conversation go? Like, did you go to your sister and say you should do this, or did she go to you and was like, okay, I'm really interested in what's going on here?
So we kind of always have been planting the seeds, like since I was a donor, in her mind, like, hey, you should do it too. But my sister has the biggest phobia of needles.
Right.
Yeah.
So she kept saying, like, nope, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, too many needles for me. And I kept telling her, like, it's really not bad. Like, the needles aren't really that painful.
So
like,
tiny.
it's not anything crazy. Yeah, they're so tiny, so quick. So I kind of kept planting those seeds, and then finally one day she's like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll sign up and do a profile." And she had a profile done, I think, within like that same week
Yeah.
that she decided, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it."
That's so funny. And you know, it's so funny. Well, it's not funny, but like, funny. Not funny,
Ironic.
haha, yeah. She is prolific. Like,
Yeah.
your sister donated to 2
Yeah.
couples at once. Like, that's incredible. Like, she's a little blue
Yeah.
ribbon hen.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
call her.
Yeah, she really is. How does that, like,
It's crazy, yeah.
does it come up at, like, family meals? Like, are you guys, or is it because so many of your family have been involved and helped this way, it's a super normal thing?
Or is it ever like competition? Like, oh, my donation went better than yours. Like,
Well, I mean, there's competition with my sister because
Right.
after I heard her first donation numbers, I was like, okay, here's the trophy, you win. Like, you get that one.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not gonna be able to compete with it, but that's okay. Sometimes quality matters too, so I still got some strong ones.
I love that. The gift is
but
still the gift.
it
It's still
does-
amazing.
This is something often talked about. We do talk about it quite a bit, and now that one of her donations, the couple is actually pregnant right now and expecting. So yeah, she's been getting really excited. They're planning to come visit. So we're planning a whole little family get together to meet them as well.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
I love the way, like, that, I mean, because it's the same for you too, that so, like, it's such a widespread thing. Like,
Mhm.
lots of donors do this and their parents don't even know, which is okay if that's the right choice for you. For some people, that is the right
Yeah.
choice. But I just love that for your family, it's such, like, a big, warm, like, widespread embrace. Like, everyone is just right into it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
love that.
And I think it's so, I mean, not that there's anything wrong if you're someone who's done this and it's just been really quiet, but I just think of all the, like, extra love that surrounds those babies,
Yeah.
that when you have such a, like, widespread, like, in your family, Tara, I just think that's so cool for those, like, tiny humans who just, they don't even know how many people are just, like, love them and are rooting for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I think that's the coolest part of the gift, really, is all the people that love your baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, your own babies too.
Yeah.
Like, that whole family is rooting for you and your babies too. It's not just one
Yeah,
way. It's
it's
very
a-
cool.
It's such a unique relationship you just don't get any other way.
Yeah. It's very cool.
My gosh.
Did you guys get like cravings for your donations? Like when you were on the meds, did you guys get
Oh.
cravings too?
Blue Gatorade, yeah. And now I hate
Yeah.
Blue Gatorade.
You know, so my first donation, like, I mean, anyone who's talked to me about a donation probably knows that, like, one of the nurses told me, like, your best friend will be to do a shot of soy sauce.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I really did crave salt during the donation process. And what's funny is I didn't really have many cravings, so I was, like, super, super sick when I was pregnant. But every once in a while, like, I would crave salt, and I'm, like, a person who, like, is low on salt, so no one ever really cares. I could always have as much salt as I wanted when I was pregnant, and, like, we just run low that way. Like, all the women in my family can just, like, have as much salt as they want, because we're always low on that scale. And so, I will crave, like, soy sauce.
That's
And
disgusting.
You know what's funny is that, like, Jera will get this because she's a farm kid too.
Salt block. Oh.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, and even now, like, I think that's why I like soy sauce so much is, see, like, I'm actually passionate about this topic. I'm like, I am on my mic about licking a salt block. Because, yeah, like the blocks we used to give the horses, I could just,
Yeah.
And I think,
that's
like,
so good.
so good.
It's
And
disgusting. Like, it's so disgusting, but God, is it good.
it's so good. It's like the pregnant women who crave dirt.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you haven't heard that? Oh, yeah, that's
Dirt.
what yeah. Like
Like earth.
yeah, like the nutrients and stuff in there. Yeah, like,
No.
Google it. Pregnant women crave dirt.
No.
Yeah.
Tara, did you crave dirt?
No, I never craved dirt.
Yeah, no, that's not right, Maria.
Mine
Did you
were all
crave-
like edible food, or the least edible thing would have been ice, but
Yeah. That's normal. That's fine. Dirt.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
No, literally, look at this. Pregnant women craving dirt. Many pregnant women crave dirt or clay. Experts haven't yet discovered a clear reason why this happens. One theory links peak cravings to iron deficiencies.
That's disgusting. Tara, what did you crave during your donation?
During my donation, honestly, pizza.
Oh.
And I put soy sauce on everything as well, but pizza was my biggest thing.
So Tara, what was your biggest pregnancy craving? Was it also pizza?
No. So I kind of have a weird thing that I always crave a condiment.
Oh.
So for my daughter, it was mustard. And I would put mustard on everything. I would dip popcorn in mustard, chips in mustard. Yeah, my family looked at me the same way, pretty disgusted. But
I just don't really like mustard to begin with, so I'm that's my worst fear. No.
Well, I don't like mustard like that either. Yeah. It was just when I was pregnant.
Okay,
I put it on
Dijon
everything.
or French's?
French's yellow mustard.
Oh my God,
not even the fancy one.
Don't you love yourself?
So what was it?
And then with my son, it was sour cream.
Oh, okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, I can support that.
Yeah.
What did you crave?
Yeah,
you had
Lime Crush. Lime Crush, buddy. And do you know how hard Lime Crush is to find in Alberta? Oh.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then, do you know what? I'm walking through Sobeys the other night. They've got Lime Crush just in single cans. $1.98. I'm like, where was that 3 years ago?
No kidding.
What the hell is that?
Maybe?
My sister-in-law had to mail me Lime Crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh. One time I went to the movie theater because I thought they were open. They weren't. It was real sad. Because the movie theater in our town would sell Lime Crush, fountain Lime Crush. Yeah, I was obsessed with that. And bagels. I had a bagel every day.
Yeah. How many oh my God, poor Maria, she just threw up everywhere.
Do you remember my gender reveal? I threw up that night. That was good. So my gender reveal was right before Christmas. And
She wore a Grinch outfit.
Yeah, I did. I wore
a bodysuit.
Yeah, it was a bodysuit Grinch outfit, and then I really didn't have a belly because even though I was almost 6 months pregnant, I was just so tiny you couldn't really tell. But I would stand with my pooch out a little bit so I looked like the Grinch.
It was cute.
It was so fun, and I so badly wanted to have taco in a bag, so that's what we had, and I don't know, I got halfway through, and then there was just people everywhere, and I'm just get out of the way, and then I went to the
in the Grinch outfit, here she comes, just a green blur, I gotta throw up!
And then I puked, and then it was fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was... Maybe if I ever get pregnant again, it'll be different. I don't think it will. No one's super hopeful.
I'm hopeful.
They say with hyperemesis, it gets worse with subsequent pregnancies, not better.
Well, Tara, we don't want to keep you all day. And
let's play a little Christmas this or that, and we will let you go and enjoy the silence of your household. Okay. Do you have a real tree or an artificial tree?
Artificial.
Colored lights or white lights?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Outside colored, inside white lights.
Ooh, I like that. Do you wrap your gifts or do you use gift bags?
Both. Depends on the shape of the object.
Good call. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve.
Okay, I'll pass this over to Jerry. You get to start there. I think that's how she might get more. It's fine.
Christmas music or Christmas movies?
Movies.
Store-bought treats or homemade treats?
Homemade.
Play games or watch a movie?
Ooh, playing games.
Okay, this one's super important. Love Actually or Christmas Vacation?
Christmas Vacation.
Great, good answer.
Choice. Good choice.
Okay, equally as important, The Grinch or Elf?
Ooh.
This is a hard one though.
Yeah.
I honestly love both,
right
but I guess I just watched The Grinch with my kids, so...
Yes, that is the right answer. Good job, Terra.
Okay, Terra, thank you so much for visiting with us and sharing your story with us and all of those good things. And we hope you have a very wonderful Christmas and an even better 2024.
You guys as well.
Thank you.
Bye.